music. You're listening right now to some very low music. It's 6:36 and here it feels like it's 4.
That's for sure. Yeah, Barney K. Green Light in there.
Oh Lord.
And you got a little Kimberell sweetener.
Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
But you're listening to HOH Digital Radio 77.7. It's a station that's already in you. I am here with my sis, Bishop Bernadette, known as Latanya. Also, we are waking up with you this morning to give you some inspiration, some encouragement, talk about some current events, hopefully make you laugh. And most of all, what are we praying for? So we are under the COVID New Deal, which is we are in another part of our studio area as we wait for our home to become our transition. So bear with us because partner dust. Bishop, are you still there?
Under construction.
Under construction. She's not at her mic, but she's right there. Can you hear us? Thank you. Do I sound like, I feel like I'm echoing? Hello.
No, you're in there.
I'm in there?
Yeah.
Well, to 2020's here and Devonna, Sarah, good morning to us.
Yeah.
I got to say to us because Sarah's family. So she is the official HOH.
I guess I got to send my
Yeah.
membership card in.
You get a nice gift. Nothing like you've gotten before, I'll tell you that. Okay. We are setting it out for our first round. Yumiki, good morning. Misty Scott, good morning. Sunny, good morning to each and every one of you. It is the station that's already in. You can turn up your dial 24 hours a day and listen to this. Yeah. And it's gospel and other music, hip hop. It keeps you young, oldies.
Yeah.
Right? Jazz. The station is 24 hours a day and it's multi-genre. So it's going to keep you going. Amen. Well, we have some stuff to talk about today. Mm-hmm. Am I right?
Yep.
And we got some stuff that just kind of, I want to hear from you. And honestly, I didn't do my due diligence. And I wanted to ask Sister Broussard from Lafayette to come on and discuss what's going on with the riots in Lafayette, Louisiana. Gotcha. I'm concerned. I don't know about you all. Right. So I do want to know what you know about the situation, and at least those who are listening in.
This is news to me. I think I saw a post and pray for them, but I
yeah,
but I don't know what's going on. I know there's something that took place in Wisconsin as well. The young man got shot 7 times in his back.
I saw that at night.
Yeah, 7 times in the back, and he's still alive.
So he did not pass away. I didn't. Okay.
As far as I heard, it was still
7 times, and he was with his children.
Yes. And he got shot 7 times in his back.
Okay, is there more to this story? Tell us how the signal is also as we attempt to do our social media due diligence with you.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing if Instagram is working well, so let us know what's going on this morning. Yeah. So, okay, Melissa Garcia on the East Coast, Northeast, that is. Emmy Fit, good morning. She says he made it. What happened? Why did they shoot him? Can someone give us some information? Because we got to talk about this today.
Yeah.
So we want from you some information as we are launching our Rise Up and Pray redo, right? Mm-hmm. COVID had us out, but we are back. Mm-hmm. But we do want to hear from you. Like, what happened? Why did they shoot him?
Yeah.
What do you know about Lafayette? Because what I've seen about Lafayette, I don't want to make sure it's controversial.
Okay.
Lafayette, at least for me, it is. Yumiki Harmon says, hey man, I'm concerned because Hated is being promoted in Louisiana. I'm praying for my state. Mm-hmm. Well, we're praying for the state too. My mother's family is from, good morning, is from Louisiana, New Iberia. Mm-hmm. So definitely roots are there. I think I'm just trying to know, Ms. Broussard is online finally. Good morning, Ms. Broussard. We didn't get to ask you. And so Latanya's here. We're saying good morning to all of you joining us from the East and the West and South. But 2 shootings, Wisconsin, Lafayette.
Yes, young man by the name of Jacob Blake.
Jacob Blake, that's out of Wisconsin?
Yes, out of Wisconsin.
Okay.
And the protesters ignored the mobilization of the Wisconsin National Guard and emergency curfew on Monday night to protest the police shooting of Jacob Blake. Out of the Kenosha County Courthouse was the site of more protests Monday. So more protesting is going on.
If y'all can't hear her fully, I tell you where you can. I think if you go to YouTube, you'll get the full gamut of this, I think. No, we don't have our camera yet. But download the app, HOH 777, HOH 77.7. We have 2 apps. Hope Over Her. Yeah. The radio, and the radio's all day at your desk while you're at work. Amen. Mm-hmm. So Jacob Blake, yes. 7 times shot. Yes. National Guard was deployed.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I guess they're saying they're not going to play with us right now. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
But I need some information about this. So,
I don't get why he was shot. I'm trying to get the backstory.
Well, what's the name of the gentleman out of Lafayette? Because we were sent on our WhatsApp for the prayer chain some information about the gentleman. And that's the questions that I had. I wanted to speak with Ms. Broussard and somehow get her here. I know if she'd be willing to come online, we could get some answers. She could join in on Instagram or just to see, because I have real questions. Yumiki, you may know, when the video came to me, let's start with Lafayette. His has been going on for a little bit longer, just a bit. But there was an alleged knife in his hand. So he was walking, and the young lady who was African-American with the video said he's got a knife. And as he kept walking very, very, very diligently and intentionally to the door of the convenience store, the police were behind him. He was not stopping. He was not kneeling. He was not hands up. He had an object in his hand. My question is, was it really a knife? That's my first question. They said it was an object. It was an alleged knife. I could not see what it was. What do you all know? Wow. In addition to that, I heard the young lady on the video that Ms. Broussard, who lives in Lafayette, one of our wonderful HOHers. She's not, but she's HOH. But she sent that, and they said they tased it. And this is the gentleman out of, I know it's maybe early, no one has his name yet, but they said they tased him. Wow. And after tasing him, he didn't go down. Then they shot. Now, my concern with this story is they should not have killed him. Yeah. We're getting right here into it because the protests have gotten really out of hand. There have been tear gas. Good morning, Nicole and Sunny again and Pappy. There have been tear gas. There have been riots. There have been horrible, horrible moments of looting at other store chains. Now, should he have been stopped? Yes, he went into a store with an alleged knife. I'm not sure. You're waiting on your cousin to tell us the story. And that this is coming from Yumiki Harmon. Okay. So a young lady who was watching the video said it was the knife. The video from where the footage was for me. Here's the thing. If you're told to stop, stop. He went into the convenience store, but I'm not sure. If you're concerned about him being a threat to others or yourself, lower quarter, shoot. If he doesn't go down, he doesn't obey, which he did not. That's my problem. That's why it's controversial. Stop. You're being tased. Quit. Don't go into a convenience store with an alleged weapon. So I need y'all's help on this story. Because if that is what happened, that's wrong. He was wrong and they were wrong. They could have shot him lower quarter, immobilized him by shooting him in his leg. But that's not what we saw. And I think it was 11 rounds. Oh, wow. I think it was 11 rounds. And I saw him go down. And as a matter of fact, Latanya, if you want to see it, it is on your WhatsApp.
I tried to look at the video, but it took a long time to come up. So I'm good. I don't need the visual. I'm just hearing it.
Yeah.
It was a young man out of Wisconsin. They said that he was shot in the back multiple times Sunday by the Kenosha Police Department they said it was a domestic violence call. But he was actually trying to de-escalate the situation. He was trying to de-escalate the situation. So it says Ben Crump is there, of course. And so he's representing, of course, the Blake's family. And police have released information about what led to the shooting and haven't said why the officers approached Blake. There's a graphic video circulating on social media shows Blake walking toward a car followed by an officer who has a weapon drawn. Blake opens the car door, reaches into the vehicle, and the officer tugs on his shirt. And he's in close to tug on his shirt.
Right. Is that close? 7
gunshots can be heard, followed by a car horn. 2 officers can be seen in the video near the car. It is unclear what happened before the video was recorded.
Okay, so pause.
Yeah.
Firstly, Yumiki said they're trained to shoot the biggest part of the body. Yeah. Melissa Garcia is questioning this too. She said, why are they training shooting to kill? So the question to answer to that, Melissa, is that from Yumiki. I'm not sure if she worked in the prison system for Texas or Louisiana, but they're trained to shoot the largest part of the body. I think, and you tell me if you disagree, with everything going on, we know there's new training that is ensuing. Yes?
Right.
Okay. And so Sonny says, no, cops know how to injure versus kill.
Sure.
And if they're training enough to be able to draw their weapons, you know, and here's the thing. You're telling me that he was there at a situation that was already escalated. So the concerns I have already are, why 7 times?
Yeah. And you're close enough to tug on his shirt. And his sons were in the car.
Yeah.
His 3 sons were in the car.
So are they doing it to scare the children, to say, don't do this? Well, because some people are saying they're doing this to incite fear in children, to say, this is why. Right. Yes. And so this is where we're concerned. But if they're trained to injure,
yeah.
Okay, Yumiki's a sergeant. She was a sergeant in Louisiana. That's a rough prison system. Then if we're trained to shoot to injure, you know that you're within inches of any major organ.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. They need to rethink, if that's the truth for everyone, then they need to rethink where they're shooting. But I'm also hearing some concerns.
Well, I've always seen when they train, they're not shooting at the leg, they're shooting at the body mass.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're saying, well, here, Yumiki is saying we were trained to do so. For me, then untrain that. And for me, like, can we be honest? If somebody could tell me the truth, if there's no media out here about the Lafayette shooting, there's a reason for it. Do you understand? If you're not finding media and all we have are friends of family that are sending us video, that's a problem. I saw a video of them taking that young man down, 31-year-old. Oh, wow. Amen. And I saw a video of young folks looting in City Trends. And I know we're going to have to take a break, but y'all, really? You're going to loot in City Trends? So I saw a bunch of wrong. And let me just be honest with you. The first wrong I'm seeing is he did not do his due diligence. And if it was a knife in his hand, for sure, I don't have enough media coverage on this to prove it. You're wrong.
Yeah, there's something here that I found.
Okay, is it a major outlet or is it a?
It is theadvocate.com.
Okay, we'll try it. What is it?
It says the black man shot and killed by Lafayette police officers while armed with a knife near Evangeline Thruway Friday night has been identified as 31-year-old Trayford Pellerman.
Trayford Pellerman. And he threw away?
The highway is what they're talking about. The throughway.
Throwaway. Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, and I've been on that street before.
Okay, so the shooting was captured on camera by a bystander who could be heard shouting in disbelief.
Yes, she was.
Shared widely on social media shows at least 5 Lafayette police officers approaching the black man.
At least.
That was what witness said was a knife in his hand, walking away from police.
Yes, he was.
Convenience store.
Yes.
The then shows officers opened fire on the entrance of the convenience store, and at least 10 shots can be heard.
Wow.
That is crazy. Walking away.
Yeah, walking away. And so and that's coming up. Misty, we're right with you on those tracks with you. I tell you what, y'all, I find some concerns here. As much as I love my folks, wrong is wrong. If you're gonna loot, do not loot at a City Trends. Number one, the quality of clothing. If you're gonna loot, get some good quality. And I'm not saying loot. I'm not condoning that, but it just looked horrible to see the giggles and all the people going in the store picking up pieces of clothes that honestly they can buy for $2 maybe a piece, and are selling it. It's not even worth your arrest.
Yes, it's not.
Honestly, but your looting is the problem. Because wrong doesn't help wrong. And I understand the burn it down situation because it's as if, listen, he wasn't right. Yeah. Mental or not, they shouldn't have killed him. They should have made sure he falls. I get it. He did not respond to taser. I get it. But he was wrong with what he was doing too. I just want to know if Lafayette agrees with me. Do y'all think he was wrong? But I am concerned because what I feel is if we don't get this under wraps, Lafayette's in for a bad situation because I don't believe Lafayette is really ready for that type of war because I think the police there are ready. And I do mean in the worst way. I feel a spirit there that is concerning me as much as I love my peeps in Lafayette. And I don't hear y'all talking to me right now. But we have lots of people. We've gone down there more than once to visit our family in Lafayette. So with HOH. So You're in our prayers, but I want to hear from you. So this is that opportunity. Coming up, we're about to take a quick break to a piece of a song, hopefully. And when we get back, we're going to talk about this. We have PSA officials saying that we've got to get out of the city of Galveston. I'm not sure if this is also for Houston. Is it for Galveston and Houston?
No, just Galveston.
Okay, Galveston County. We'll be in touch about that. There's lots to be rising up and praying about. I'm Wendy J. Turner, and Bishop Bernadette is here. Let us take you out, and we're going to take you right back in. Don't go anywhere. More to discuss. Hey, everybody. We're coming back, as you can kind of hear. It's a different setup for now. She's going to turn up the speakers a bit. Who is that?
That's Kim Burrell.
Oh, Lord.
What do you want to kill?
Nah, I wanted something to do something to me. That makes me want to go to bed. Exactly.
Okay, let me pull it out.
Exactly. But Misty, I'm going to be honest with you. Let's keep it real. Louisiana is not trying to do unity. They have a heck of a lot of problems with racism. It is straight up blatant. I have a question. Still, we're on behind the scenes, so thank y'all for allowing us to change it out. My phone keeps going to dark. It doesn't stay up, and I don't know exactly why. So we're glad y'all are here, those who are tuning in. I'm not getting enough information from, I'm not hearing from the Lafayette family, so I don't know if there's a signal issue. I think there might be. Amen. Misty Scott has just placed in an article about weather living in west and low-lying areas. Yeah. Okay. Louisiana. Yeah. Very crooked. Wow. Police covered up your brother's murder. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow. And this is our radio moment. This is Rise Up and Pray. We do get prayers in, but we also talk about situations that we got to bring to the forefront and pray about. Amen. Amen. Wait, what's going on? Hold on. Yeah, this my hair. Oh Lord. Well, what's this? Can y'all? Is that up in the house? That's Great and Mighty.
I don't have any which one? The speaker look for.
You can't see the speakers.
So I got looked up.
Yeah, they are. They're behind you. They're behind there.
Oh, no wonder. Somebody turned them down.
I had to try and fix stuff up. Well, I tell you, she can't listen. I was late. Y'all, I don't know. I think the signal, I think we have a struggle. I think because my phone is having struggle signals. I think. Tell us how the signal's doing on Facebook and Instagram. I'm seeing the pause and the reconnect. So yeah, we're just gonna get a little bit of the Great and Mighty. Who is this one by?
That's Byron Cage.
Byron Cage. He didn't win anything this Stellar Award.
I don't think so.
What did y'all think of the Stellar Awards if y'all saw them? How did you feel about it because it was virtual? How did that feel? Watching everything be pre-recorded. Virtual school drives, virtual award shows, virtual Democratic conventions, which we got to talk about. But I like this song. Are y'all with me this morning? Yeah, I agree, Misty and Yumiki. I agree. Yeah. And she said the city is not ready, but the police are ready.
Yeah.
You're right about that. You're right about that. So up next, we're going to be discussing a little bit about this. Everything that is remote and virtual, it's good and safe, but it does not allow for some patrolling that's needed. And I can't believe this. So with Wisconsin's already in rioting, when did he get shot? So it was that quick, and they went to protest that quick. Oh, thank you. Perfect. Awesome. Kingwood hears us loud and clear. Pappy or Cookie, or both, say they hear us. I want to hear from a Lafayette person. I need to know how y'all feeling about this subject. Ms. Broussard got on and got off, and I really want to know what she thinks. I really do. I want to know because wrong is wrong, right is right. I have to say, when I see what I see both sides are wrong. So, I don't just join in a side. That's not me. I'm on God's side. How about that? I'm going to send this link in. This is the link here telling us from Sister Misty that the weather in low-lying areas, and by the way, we are, let's see. Tanya, you going to say hello? Go ahead and say, wave at them, T, and say, hey, good morning.
Oh, hey, y'all. Good morning. Welcome back.
She said, welcome back. Look, I can't get the other one to turn. Hold on. We're trying, y'all. It's crazy. I'm just gonna say, she said her brother was murdered there. Jesus. And I've just seen such horrible, tacky comments from people on like major news platforms. They're horrible. I'm like, where are people's brains? Like, there is more evil than we realize in this world.
Oh, absolutely. That I agree.
I mean, and I can't, yeah.
I agree.
But good morning, T. Miss you from Pappy.
Hey, Pappy.
And Cookie.
Hey, Cookie. Okay, you ready to start?
Let me just tell y'all something. You can hear LaTanya come in. She comes on and in at church. She be way in the back and just start speaking. This was LaTanya. If you can see me on Facebook, this is all we can see. See, this is what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is, amen. We're like, yes, T, yes. And she like, and so what you need to do is, and we're like, okay, Mr. Wilson. I forgot the name of that show, but that's what it felt like. A good old Mr. Wilson moment.
Mm-hmm.
Where all we can see were eyebrows. And she was okay with that. Who does that? We're going to roll on now. That's a good one. This is going into 5 minutes, sis.
I know, you ready?
Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
Yeah, this is a long song. We still got another 5 minutes to go.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
We in 3, 2. I shouldn't be chewing my gum, but I am. And we're back with another hard landing. What the devil is going on, sis?
Oh, not a hard landing?
Sis, it was like mighty as our.
No, it's our transition. We're good.
She rusty. You're listening to HOH Digital Radio. Rise up and pray. It's a station that prays and it's already in you. We deal with all kinds of topics. 77.7. I'm in here with Bishop, and I'll sing it alone. Bernadette, do 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 do. Bernadette, do 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 do. Bernadette, do 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 do. Bernadette. Where's my bell?
What do you think about Jerry Falwell?
Okay, pass me the bell.
Out as president.
Who?
Jerry Falwell. Have you heard, Junior?
Wait. I can't hear you because you went away from the microphone.
Jerry Falwell.
Who is Jerry Falwell?
Jerry Falwell Jr.
Jerry Falwell Jr. I'm under the. Y'all know I be with Jesus a lot.
He's the son of Jerry Falwell the Senior.
Who is Jerry? Okay, good night. Who is Jerry Falwell, LaTanya?
When
Jerry
Falwell Senior is a pastor.
So
his son was outed on a sex charge.
Okay, well, who is Jerry Falwell Senior?
Really? You don't know who it is? Jerry Falwell, who's been a strong, he's a pastor that's been around for many years, and his views are a little bit tainted, in my opinion.
Okay.
A little quirky.
Okay.
And so his son, who is a president of Liberty University, and a true supporter of President Trump, agreed to resign as president on Monday, then changed his mind after seeing media reports. So he's been charged with sexual conduct.
With what kind of sexual misconduct? They don't give us any detail, but they can go shoot folks in the back, go shoot people down at the convenience store, tell us all the detail about that, but they can't tell us what his misconduct was. Yeah. I'm so tired of the wealthy being protected.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's a lot of evil, y'all.
He said the board put me on leave, took away my duties as prayers, and that's not
took away, or did you lose them because of your
exactly because of your actions? Yeah.
That's why I got my bail back.
He put me on leave because it was pressure from self-righteous people.
Huh?
That's what he said.
Okay, I need some more information.
Yeah.
What does he mean? They took it away because of self-righteous people. What did this man do? What was his overly generalized sexual misconduct that was the reason he? See, this is the thing. When you have money, you can make media go away. That's why we don't have a lot of media for Lafayette right now.
That's true.
Okay, we're getting information from our cousins, uncle, mom.
Reported that Falwell had agreed to relinquish his post at the university after allegations emerged of years-long sexual relationship, and he and his wife had with a business partner. My Lord, it was a threesome. Well, Falwell told local Virginia newspaper that he was not stepping down, labeling the reports completely false.
Business partner, sexual relations, male or female.
I don't know.
Okay, and you see what's happening here. Here lies the rub. There's so many double, triple, and quadruple standards, because if it was a woman, we would have known it. It's a man, so that affects his daddy's, I guess, people. So is his daddy praying? No hits, just fact. Because we're watching situations get hidden under the rug because the wealthy are able to show no responsibility. Same thing with Epstein. It is a lot going on. Let me be honest with you all. I tell you all that I'm not one side or another with this, because I know God has to be the new government. I know we have to have people that are human, but until we understand who really runs it, we cannot use the evangelical church as a platform for Donald Trump to say he's a believer in the evangel. When he showed me him holding the Bible up, that did it for me.
You did it on his, because it is a man.
In Galilee?
It is a man. Yeah. That's what it says. Also, Monday, Reuters published an interview with a man who said he had years long relationship.
I told you.
Evangelical leaders, wife Becky Falwell and her husband. Consent and encouragement.
Hold on. So I didn't know who they were, the Falwells, but I just kind of pegged it as evangelical, wealthy, and it was a man because they didn't put it in their article. Guess what I get? That's because that's a typical thing that happens, and we are privy to information only when they want us to be, to some degree. The way that he spoke, Junior, it was all displacement of blame.
Of course.
They took it from me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because they're so liberal.
No ownership.
You work at Liberty University, sir.
Yeah.
You get a check. Sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
You are the Bama of the week.
Yeah.
That just upsets me, because we have children being taken by these wealthy people.
That's
We have them being sold. We have slavery happening right now, today, all over the country.
That is so true.
So here's a 6-year relationship with Jerry Jr. So Mr. Granda, Misty Scott is giving us the news, honey. Misty Scott is playing no games out of Kingwood, Texas. She said Jerry Falwell's RJ's business partner, Giancarlo Granda. Okay, his name is sexy. Maybe that's what it is. Told Reuters that Mr. Granda had a 6-year relationship with Jerry and his wife, Becky. I can't. Hold on, this story is too good to be true. Hold on. Forgive me, Lord. Her name is not Becky, but it's Becky. Her name is really Rebecca, and they needed to, and this is a whole situation. It's a whole situation. And it's sad, because I really have to still take the high road, but it gets to a point where you say, when do you take the high road? There's so much wicked out here. So we're praying for Jacob Blake out of Wisconsin to be shot in front of his children. No cigar. I don't know where the domestic violence went in, but here's my other problem with that. There shouldn't be any domestic violence for him to have to go and check on. That's my other concern. We have situations that are not resolving. As a matter of fact, they're staying in escalation status, but because we can only control so much with what's happening, we kind of get stuck with one thing. So we are praying now. The gentleman's name again, Latanya, out of Lafayette.
Oh,
I'm praying for the people's mindset. And I hate that Ms. Broussard got off the phone. I want to speak to someone from Lafayette. I really do. Shanna said the pool boy, she's wrong. Oh, she's telling the truth. Hold on. Shanna.
Yeah, his name.
Mr. Granda was the pool boy for real at their house?
No, don't tell me that.
This is not, I quit. First day back.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Oh my
Shanna.
God. The pool boy.
Becky had a pool boy named, a handsome Mr. Granda.
Yeah.
Giancarlo.
The young man that got shot, tree forward color. 31 years
Oh, this is too
old.
much.
Lafayette.
Hold on, I can't because I was stuck on Becky's Pool Boy. This is bad.
Yeah.
Trayford Pellerin,
Yes.
who really is dead.
Yes.
We got people who are looting at City Trends.
Yeah.
Jesus be offense. We got tear gas going because they playing no games.
Yeah. Yeah. And Wisconsin's young man named Jacob Blake, who is alive.
Who is alive?
But he is alive.
Jacob Blake is alive, and he was one shot in front of his children in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're writing this down for our 7:30 group, right? Wow, sis, I don't know. Are we good for a break? Or are we good? I don't know how we are. Do we need to take a commercial break? Because if we do, I wanted to know because I haven't discussed this foolery that we were dealing with yesterday because Instagram and Facebook deleted me due to my content, which wasn't wild. I was praying literally. So do we have to take a break or are we good?
No, we keep rolling.
We keep rolling?
Mm-hmm.
She say we rolling. Great. Well, then let's get straight to it. Y'all ready? We are writing down Trayford Pellerin, City Trends, the looting, Jacob Blake, Wisconsin, and Becky's Pool Boy and her husband Pellerin. No, not Pellerin. I'm so sorry. Lord have mercy. This is too much. The Falwell family has taken a fall.
Yes, sir.
And are doing threesomes and saying that we are too strict to not understand,
But they're not repenting.
but they're not repenting. But we're supposed to be repenting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of liberal, the Democratic National Convention has gone underway. And with the world in ever-changing status, we know that we are dealing in times where social distance is real. And in addition to social distance being real, it's because we're learning how to do new things in production, how to pre-record certain things so that everyone is kind of staying away from each other. You'll find that the Democrats did that. I'm just reporting it and sharing my view on certain parts of it. I was not privy to all of it because I am not one partisan. I'm not one party. I'm God's party. Period, because I find something with all of it. I wish the right people well, and I wish the right people in office, but I wish God's standard is on that moment and they're raised, whoever it is. Okay. That said, LaTanya, I got to first go into it. I know I'm like, wait, why? My phone keeps going dark. It's weird. It keeps going to sleep. I don't know why.
Interesting.
But one thing I want to say is that I heard two phrases that are used with us, and I heard them on the Stellar Awards. Strange. One of them was they said social distance for spiritual intimacy. Is that not what we said on our first flyer back? Socially distanced, but spiritually intimate. And when I heard him say it on the announcing, I went, y'all, okay, Lord. Then I heard somebody say, rise up and praying. At the end towards, they said, yeah, we rising up and praying. And I went, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes, really. I said, okay. But nobody, I just found it to be it was kind of strange, but cool. But okay. So at any rate, somebody got it. Somebody's, I don't know, understanding one another. So with that said, I'm gonna leave it alone. Democratic National Convention had several small meetouts, right? Digitally remote, but they were small meetouts. And I'm going to say this, these things are controversial. The Falwell situation is controversial. It is what it is. The killings, right is right, wrong is wrong. The shootings, right is right. I see wrong in indefinitely the one with Trayford Pellerin on both sides. Well, on this cause, I do like the platforms and things that I'm hearing from Biden's camp. Let's pause. At 5:30 in the morning, I get a tweet, a notification from Donald Trump saying, hey, evangelicals, funny enough, I hope he's calling on Falwell. Hey, evangelicals, don't you see they're leaving, the Democrats are leaving God out of the Pledge of Allegiance. So that's the game we're playing. Okay. At that moment, I began to try and find the tweet and it's no longer found. I could not find it. Could not be found. Good morning to y'all joining in. So what happens next? As we're sitting here watching this take place, that didn't happen though. It did happen, Shanna. It did happen. It did happen. If it's not in media, it doesn't happen, right? We just said that. We were able to, shout out to Keisha Hammond, find footage that was linked to the Democratic National Convention, but it was their meet out. No, it wasn't Kamala Harris that said it. It was not Biden that said it. It was not any of the top officials that said it. Who was it though? That's the question. So it was a gentleman that was leading a meet out group. Here is my problem, and it's controversial, period, end of sentence. He was leading the meeting of the LGBTQ community, and he was leading a meet out. So he had basically his meeting was his link, his Zoom link, his meeting link was LGBTQ.DNC, okay, DN convention, okay? So yes, he was a part of this convention. But what happens is that when you have different people doing productions on their own, it's harder to monitor the content because you're not on site with them. So clearly he was not in a public room with a lot of people, all right? So what he did, he said, here's our flags. And he held up the United States flag, he held up the rainbow flag, and another flag, I think. He thought it was 3. He said, okay, he puts them down. It was a subgroup, that's what I'm saying. But they were still in, the link still was Democratic National Convention. So he still had clearance, unless Shanna, you can help me. But his link was still connected to DNC. Like that was the video link that they had given him. So he was a subgroup, but he still had enough ties to the Democrats to be able to be in their name. Does that make sense? So he's doing one of these subgroup meetings and he says, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. He did that on purpose. He left out under God. Now, why is that big? Because when you are praying people and when you're wanting people who love God to know, we're out here, we still love you, we still are here, we are together, we are unified, but God is still on the throne, but yet God is still in the midst. God is the only thing that's going to get us out of this. With God's help, we can. If my people were called by my name, I could go on. That's not what happened. He literally set us back by doing it, because it's pretty much where you give the Republicans an opportunity to say, see there, that's why we are like we are in our views. See there, that's why we don't add God into, they don't add God to things. They're the enemy. You want them to lead. They took prayer out of school. They will find a way to lead this. However, they deleted Trump's message because it was not directly connected to the major players of the DNC. They also removed that link of the gentleman doing the Pledge of Allegiance incorrectly. So both sides, again, wrong. So Trump was right by what he said, but he was wrong in the full overview, and they were wrong for what they did. LaTanya, what are your thoughts?
I'm thinking, so maybe it's, maybe that's his own personal point of view.
Right.
Which, it still is bad timing.
Yeah.
And not great representation.
No, it was unprofessional.
It was very professional, and I agree. But I'm thinking maybe this is this gentleman's his own point of view, and he chose that platform, which was not right. And to me, there should have been a
moderator
or a comeback from someone who truly represents. Because I know a lot of gay people
that love God
immensely.
Yes.
And so he does not represent me.
Come on.
He does not represent my friends.
Come on.
So that's his personal view. Unfortunately, that's you're right. He did put a damper. He did put question now. He did put some challenges in place, and for someone has to go and clean that up. Unfortunately,
that's right. And what they started about deleting.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm gonna say it again.
Yeah, they won't have.
If it's not in the media, it's not real. Yeah. So when we tried to get the links, sis, it was tough. Yeah. It was real tough. Yeah. So I'm gonna just say to y'all this: keep it in prayer, because we don't want that spirit. He messed up. It was unprofessional. However, if we have 15,000 thinking like that, I'm not thinking about the vote. Right now, I'm thinking about the spirit.
Exactly.
Do you understand? Yeah. That can't be our reality. That cannot be our reality. We cannot do this, because right now, no offense to the evangelical people, but we have some possible different views, maybe. But what we do want is God to be honored in all of it. So with that said, I saw it. he's out of there, and it was the wrong platform. And I do wish somebody could have said, no, we're going to redo that. But because it was produced in another place, that's why it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
But Shanna, I welcome any thoughts you have about that. It was a subgroup. And I love the fact you guys are so into the news. We need to have y'all responsible for some news feeds. What do you think? Yeah, we need to be like Shanna and Misty. Y'all need to be bringing us news each day so we can know what we're discussing. When we come back, we're almost out of here. We're going to give y'all one little bit of a praise break just for a moment. You're listening right here to Rise Up and Pray. It is our morning time to share with you before we go into prayer. I'm Wendy J. Turner. That's Bishop Bernadette Johnson. And it's 77.7, the station that's already in you 24 hours a day. Keep it locked. Turn it up. Oh, turn it up. Oh, turn it up. Oh, turn it up. Oh, turn it up. Yay! Go, go, go. Hey. Yeah, okay. I found this group. It's called Gospel Trap. And I gotta get the song. He says, Jesus. Yeah, all right. Jesus. 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 Yeah. It's a beat. It's really trap. It's more of a genre, but it's like Jesus. I want that tripping on Jesus. Tripping on Jesus. I love it. Yeah. Now I work out to him.
Okay.
Huh?
I'm about to reboot when we get done.
I thought it was 5.
I'm about to reboot when we get done. Reboot the system.
I thought it was at 5. You said update
I
Wednesday.
gotta do it now because it's skipping a channel. It's not seeing one of the.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you keep skipping channel 1, it's not seeing it.
I feel you. That's probably what that's it. We unashamed. We unashamed. Unashamed. All right, y'all. This is fun. Can y'all hear it? If they try to cut us off, it's because we're station. They don't know no better. But this is just a little fun music. I do get down on this one on a good little jog trot. So we're gonna be in prayer about this storm because Marco didn't do as bad as they thought. I was praying. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep it. But this one here, Laura, she feeling some kind of way. I guess she feel like a jilted ride.
I think she will come here and do that. But they said if she goes straight north very fast. So we'll see.
Yeah, I just don't want her to slow down.
Yeah.
Keep it moving. All right, y'all. I just wanted y'all to get a little bit of something. We're almost out of here. And I'm gonna ask T, what's going on in sports?
Nothing.
It is plenty. You know what? I don't know.
They losing.
Who's losing to what?
Astros and the Rockets.
The what?
The Rockets and the Astros have lost.
I want to ask how y'all feeling about this whole thing because this audience.
They had to lead.
Who had to
The
leave?
Rockets. They were up 2-0. They lost the third game in overtime. Fourth game, they lost the lead. Sharp shoot threes, lost the game.
Oh, I thought you meant they had to leave like they got sick with the Ronas.
No, they're in playoffs. The Rockets are.
Playoffs?
Yeah, they're in playoffs.
How did we get to the playoffs? I didn't see the
The
game.
season started before Rona started. And they had to halt the season.
We in playoffs?
Yeah, we're
So the Rockets,
the Rockets in the first round, tied 2-2.
so we no longer in the playoffs.
Yeah.
We're not.
It's just, yeah, we are still. It's 2-2.
So we're in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's tied. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm confused. I'm so See, you know what? Misty said Laura acted like she mad at Marco for not doing what she thought he was supposed to do. Now she's handling it. Misty, you funny. That's our Misty, I tell you. We love us some Misty out of Kingwood. Misty's Tanya.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh. Y'all trying to get me in trouble this morning. Ooh, that was funny. Good morning. You listen to HOH Digital Radio 77.7. Rise Up and Praise the station that's already in you. You can listen to this station on your computer, on your app. Get it, HOH 777, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Help us put your songs out here. And if you're HOH family, we're going to start getting drops and interviews with you about how life is changing because you're part of the family. So it is about 20 minutes after 7. We only have a few minutes left, and then we're going to go into intercession. So Rise Up and Pray only gets to lead into prayer this morning. So we want to keep it with you. We'll take a quick break after the social media is off and come right back on. Hey, Mary Mir, I see you.
She up?
Yeah, but you know what? She don't love us anymore. I think she found love and just left us. I just say every time I get a relationship, something happens. They just, it's a cheat. No, let me stop. Listen, I gotta read this one again, Tanya.
Okay.
Misty said, I'm just saying. She said Laura, the hurricane, is acting like she's mad at Marco for not doing what she thought he was supposed to do. Because Marco then left on because we was praying on Marco. She says, so now she's handling it. Is that not a woman's statement?
Sounds like a woman's scorn.
Well, okay, single. You out there dating or something. I don't know. We ain't seen you.
Yeah.
Summer Bunny got me crazy. What that? Oh, wait. That was wrong. I don't talk about him. I think that was that other guy, Kelly. Oops.
Okay.
I don't do it. I don't even like it. I love you too. You Mickey. I love you back. You say I get to have fun sometimes. Let me tell you how my sister woke me up. We were supposed to go to the gym this morning. I had this big idea. I get to go to the gym and be at the gym for 5. Leave at 5:45 and be back at the place here at the residence for 6. And we were gonna be ready to roll in my mind, knowing that we have all of this stuff because we're in the middle of getting a building, y'all. We're working on a ground up space for HOH. So right now our stuff is kind of in here. Well, that ain't what happened. So by the time no alarms went off, my alarm was the gym because I was ready. We unashamed. All of a sudden I get a phone call and I know this is how I sounded. Hello? That's about what I did. And she said, somebody said, where are you? She said, in your driveway. I came to the door and my pajama shirt said Monday. No one ever says it's a good day ever. Monday. Yay, it's Monday, says no one ever. That's what my shirt said. And hair all over the head. And I just looked at her. She looked at me at the porch and I laughed and went and got dressed. So literally the plan did not exactly work like we wanted it to. So, but we're trying to start back the rising up and praying. We're trying. We're attempting to start it. But if the hurricane tells us no Thursday, then we won't. But it sure is fun to get your day started. It's fun to get your day started with stuff like that. It is our hope and intention that we can do it with more music, more breaks, more requests, and more from you all. We want this station to be rounded about with you, the believers and the family. We want to hear from you. We want your drops. We want for you to tell us what's going on in your world. We want this to be the people's station, the people's station that believes in good things and good news. Hey, Bobby. Yeah, that's what we really want from y'all. So be ready for some of that. We're ready for you, right? And with that said, LaTanya was telling me that sports is a thing and we were on break. We were listening to music. So y'all were here still with me with behind the scenes, but on the air, it was just the music. I'm confused. Yeah. I don't even know when playoffs started.
Yeah, playoffs started.
Who we against?
We're playing OKC, Oklahoma Thunder. And we were leading the series 2-0.
You know what I thought, sis? What? I thought that we were still in practice with the bubble.
No, we're playing in the bubble.
So everybody's going to the bubble?
Yeah, right. The teams are in the bubble.
All teams?
No, all those that qualified.
Came to the bubble?
Yeah.
So all those hotels are out?
Right. Yeah, they're playing out of a
bubble?
Yeah. Yeah.
So everybody had to go into a 14-day quarantine. How many teams had to do that?
You ask me numbers, I don't know. All I know is I don't follow everybody. Remember, I follow the Rockets.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now, all I know is we got 2, 4, 6, 8 teams that are playing right now.
Wait a minute. So AJ, does he still give us drops?
Yes.
So we got some drops today?
I haven't seen my mail yet.
Okay. We get great sports updates with AJ as well. And LaTanya's is also helpful here. Sports are important, but I don't know how does this work? I mean, they touching each other.
But they're all quarantined. So they've been quarantined together.
So okay. Here's my question then. They were quarantined together. They were all kept, even in the media. They were brought in. Has there been any incident with NBA getting sick?
I don't think so. I know there has been in the
electronic fans,
baseball. Yeah.
But I'm asking basketball
I don't know.
because they did it differently. I don't know anybody else that has done it this way.
I haven't seen any, I know there were some instances before the bubble or right at the beginning of all that.
Since the bubble, has there been anybody know of any corona incidents
I don't know.
since? Because if
That's-
it
that's
works,
their
then it tells us
Yeah,
what
that's
works.
their picture. Yeah, absolutely.
If there isn't, here's something we need to think about. Why wouldn't it be that the MLB would do it, that NFL would do it, so that we find that model works?
Yeah, you would think so. You know, to protect the players and protect the future of baseball, as
Right.
well as football.
Well,
We're seeing that. I believe I've not heard of one case personally
since the bubble.
since the players have been in the bubble that they've had any outbreaks.
Okay, so Shanna, correct. Shanna's saying with baseball, but they're not doing this. Baseball is doing the Trump way. Baseball is, let's just act like there isn't it's a hoax. If somebody says to me in my face it's a hoax, God help me, everybody. Help me.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna see LaQuisha Jenkins come out, and I have to keep her at bay because it will be. I'm telling y'all, this is a thing when you start seeing people say this. We know it's not a hoax.
Yeah.
If this model works, what does it say for society?
Mm-hmm. It says here's what it says right here: players remain safe in bubble with no positive COVID. That's as of August 5th, 2020.
As of August 5th,
Third consecutive week.
PEP tests negative. So they got tested, they got through physicals, and they stayed enclosed, and they did not leave. Food was brought to them.
Yep.
No other interaction with family or friends, which is a sad cost, but you're getting paid big bucks. Can't believe so sorry for you.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
this is what works. So what does that tell us as a society?
Yeah.
What works for us?
Staying at home.
Staying at home,
Mhm.
being around those, making sure you've been tested or kept, right?
Mhm.
Staying healthy.
Yeah.
Still staying active
Yeah.
because they are,
Mhm.
but it works.
Yeah.
So something about this is working.
Yeah.
St. Louis Cardinals, per Shanna, out of St. Louis, and Florida Marlins just had to postpone games.
Wow. Yeah. This was happening in the baseball community.
My goodness.
Yeah. They've not been able to break that. They've been having breakouts.
Okay, so wait. Kimberly Gwynn says that everyone was in, I'm going to call it the bubble, and only one player left the bubble for foolishness and was quarantined and fined.
There you go. Well, hey.
What was the foolishness? I just want to know what was worth him losing his money because he didn't get paid for the game.
That's right.
I would think he loses the day for the contract, and then he has to pay. What was the fool? What is wrong with? Can I please get paid?
Yeah.
Hello?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Hey, Joy, what is happening? I gotta know the foolishness. He went to the strip club. Hold on.
He went to the strip club.
Are you serious? Tanya.
That's crazy.
Shannon, are you serious?
He went to the strip club.
He couldn't look at a video, and I don't condone that either. He couldn't look at a video. Let me tell y'all something. The flesh is real.
Yeah.
I told y'all that. I done told y'all the flesh is real. The flesh, I see you. The flesh is real, y'all.
Dang.
He said he went to a funeral. Hold on. What?
What, at 1 o'clock in the morning?
He said he went to a funeral, but his friend posted a picture of him in the strip club. What the devil?
Oh,
And when he got caught, he said they had some good wings. Who is this Bama? I need his name so I can just say it. I firstly, because Bama number 2, the other one won already. Who was the other Bama the week earlier was, that's the one, the Falwell family. That's a Bama. But who's Bama number 2 who left for strip club and said it was a funeral for good wings? I can't make this news up.
That's insane. Oh my goodness.
He left and went and said the wings were good. He said a funeral. The fact he said that.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all, please don't lie on funerals. Y'all, I've been to one too many since this has happened.
Yeah.
I don't want any more funerals. I have to go if I have to go out of duty, but I can do without some funerals. Because Dorona, she is mean.
Yeah.
Dorona Eclese Jenkins is her name.
Yeah.
Dorona Eclese. If I say that, she is acting up.
Yeah.
So I guess we have no more time. That's all we have time for. Y'all didn't give me his name, but we can find him. We're going to pray for his flesh.
Mhm.
He went to a funeral, came back with some wings and a strip club. That's just foolishness. The clubs are doing all they can to stay open.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're doubling as funeral homes per Misty.
I don't think
No, but I'll tell you what is doubling. Misty, they dying too, but you ain't hearing about the strippers getting sick from COVID. They are not in the bubble. They are making their money just like the human traffickers are using the girls. They are still out here as if COVID is not a thing. People are still dying. See, there's a lot of grave sites, and I'm almost done. There is a rape. Oh, you got his name?
Clippers guard Lou Williams.
Clipper.
Has left the NBA bubble in Orlando, Florida.
Lou Williams.
Yeah, for personal reasons, they say.
Not personal. The strip club, some wings and a lie.
Yeah.
That's what the title should be. A strip club, some wings and a lie. Listen, there's grave sites that are huge that bury the unknown.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell y'all. Can I just tell you the truth in Houston?
Mm-hmm.
There is a backup on putting bodies in the ground. There is days backup. You thought you were getting in the ground Monday, and your family has to wait for a few days because they don't have enough manpower. Put that to rest in your heart when you think about what happens next. So yes, strippers are also dying out here, but unfortunately the forced hand of those who are in trafficking. With that said, I'm Wendy J. Turner. We're about to get ready for prayer and intercession. This was our first time coming back with Rise Up and Pray. Hope you enjoyed us telling y'all the truth. Y'all helped us with the news. Have the news ready for us tomorrow. I don't know. Tomorrow? No? We're going to do Wednesday? Oh my life, I had to fight. Are you sure?
Yes, I am very.
She says we're only going to do Thursday. I may do it myself, maybe, but I really want her, but I don't know. Until then, we meet again, but never from his presence. Bishop Bernadette did a grand job of learning these ones and twos again. We had some pretty, interesting topics, and we've had plenty of COVID topics. We could have kept it going, but we're back, y'all. We're going to do this the right way. We love you. God loves you more. Don't forget it. Have a good what?
Good day.
A good what?
Good day.
A good day. See y'all soon. Rise up. We'll see y'all in a minute if you're interested in intercession. Wow. Yeesh.